happiness, wellness. We're here to just enjoy, inner joy, and share that with all consciousness, all individuation, which is an illusion, but a necessary illusion for us to continue to learn more and sharing that learning. So I had a wonderful experience reading the Holographic universe. Just finished the book and turned the last page a few minutes ago. So that was a blessing to read, and suggest if you haven't read it at all or haven't read any literature like it, then definitely pick it up if you can. Too many insights to really share in just one easy sequential way. I really just enjoyed opening my mind up to different aspects of seeing how science and spirituality have sort of come to the same conclusion, or just come to a head, and are pretty much saying the same thing, but in different formats and in different languages, which is what we all do. We all speak different languages. So yeah, definitely pick up the book or find a way to read it, or maybe listen to the audiobook if there's one available. I'll try and add those links to the description so you can easily find those. But otherwise, yeah, just really enjoying life right now. And even though it isn't what I necessarily expected, maybe even 6 months ago, we're always finding a way to make the best out of our current circumstances. And I'm just really excited to move forward and share what I've learned with my family, and then friends, and anyone who follows or talks with me in any way. So this could be online, this could be in person, this could be through dance, through really anything. So I'm excited to connect and find new ways to cipher our mentalities. So other things that I've been really considering and wanting to explore more is just creatively expressing my healing capabilities and abilities of just being able to sense things in different sensory perceptions. And I believe we all have this ability. We don't necessarily feel it when we're born. Some do, but we're brought into this world and we're sort of conditioned to think certain ways, and put through a school system that kind of like, for the lack of a better word, just sort of like distorts our point of view, and sort of tries to put us in a box, literally, like we're in boxes when we're in schools. And yeah, it just gives us a sort of scripted way of being, and we don't really need to follow that. But if our parents haven't really like decided to move out of that aspect, then we're kind of like still kind of stuck in that, and we're necessarily not being ourselves, and we need to break out of that habit. Not saying that our parents aren't really themselves, but they have been brought up in a certain way, and unless that way was very open and welcoming to different things, to different cultures and different belief systems, then it can lead to just us also claiming that point of view, and not being open to the wider expanse of what reality is and can be. And I feel like, especially people who are in position of powers, they kind of definitely fall into that line. And some, I feel like, are given a more expanded view of the world and given more information. That's why they're in the position of power, so they can sort of affect change behind the scenes. But people like Trump, we can say, definitely only have a really narrow sort of worldview, and don't really see the expanse, and can't really see in the complete 360 degrees that our mind and consciousness and soul are able of sensing and communicating in as well. So yeah, I've recently read an article that was saying that Trump is doing away with the Environmental Protection Agency, and all the hoops that needed to be run through by different companies that helped prevent things going wrong either through construction or through implementation of their practices. And to me, it's kind of like I'm thinking inwardly. I'm like, okay, so what is this saying about how I'm viewing the world? Because since we're all reflections of each other, like what really is taking place when something like that happens externally? Is it something to do with how we perceive ourselves or how we perceive the world? What information are we not allowing ourselves to see and understand? What are we blocking ourselves from understanding and experiencing? And is that blocking up and poisoning our system in a sense? Because if we consider governing bodies as above or like the governing entities, so what is below or what is in our bodies that's causing this to be reflected outwardly? So I'm just, yeah, kind of pondering that, and there's no one specific answer. We're all sharing this experience together, and it can necessitate that I may not be able to figure that out without talking to other people and understanding maybe what they're going through, and then maybe that overlap of what we're experiencing can sort of give some kind of insight to what is happening and how we can sort of remedy the situation and continue to talk to each other and share what we're learning. And maybe that'll make its way to those who are in position of power, Congress, or presidencies, or kings, queens, emperors, whatever you want to call them. And this could begin to affect their ways of thinking. And I feel like that's a more holistic way to approach problems is addressing it within the self first, and then sharing what we learned through that integration within self, and then we can help each other evolve in the different aspects that we may not understand currently. So I really do feel like a time is coming where we are going to come into a very real spiritual experience and spiritual quote unquote test, or just a way of the universe gauging where we're at collectively, either as a human civilization or even as a universe. I mean, we can jump that far because we are the universe. We are alchemical universes that come together and sort of bond, and also like separate and bond again and separate, just to see what different configurations make up reality and can make up the joy and bliss that we experience. So yeah, I do feel just a shift coming, an evolution. I love revolution, but we also have to go through that dark nights when we really do want to see the sun. Like, you can't always have one type of experience constantly, and if you do, then I feel like that one experience is going to be changed. Like, you're always going to be constantly changing. That's sort of the momentum of the universe. So I really am excited about that. I'm excited about the changes that are taking place in my life, and I'm excited to see how that manifests in other people's lives, and hopefully I can compassionately create with them and do as much as we can while we're here in this experience, in this dimension, in this physicality. And I'm just looking also forward to connecting with a lot of new people that I may either be in the periphery of, or may have overlapping circles that look like Vesica Pisces, which is just us, reaching our Christ consciousness state and being able to really share our love of this life with each other. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to collaborating, and if anyone watching this video definitely wants to collaborate with me, or even just share any information with me, or just want to talk, it doesn't have to be broadcast or anything like that. I'm very open to that. So yeah, I'll keep you guys full of information that I continue to learn and continue to find new ways of sharing, and just piecing together what this life of mine is, and sharing that with you. So thank you for tuning in and tuning up.